Hi and welcome to the absolutely stunning Aphrodite Hills Golf Resort here in Cyprus. My name is Chris Ryan and I'm out here doing a few videos thanks to golf breaks that are hopefully going to help you improve your game in 2017. So we're talking in this video about a pitch shot. I reckon I've got somewhere in the region of 40 yards to that flag. It's a pretty good lie, but it's a fairly tight lie. Now, two ends of the spectrum, you take the golf professional that you see on TV. Tight lies, they absolutely love them because they know that they can impart maximum amount of spin, and that means they get maximum amounts of control over that golf ball. Other end of the spectrum, your higher handicappers, your beginners, they hate it when it's a tight lie. They would much rather that ball be sat up slightly in the rough because they then feel that they can get the golf club much more under the ball. So we're going to talk about some advice that you might have been given and why that is maybe not the best advice. And then I've got a fantastic drill which I've actually stolen from Martin Chuck. Many of you know him as Tour Striker, so thank you Martin for this drill, love it. And we're going to talk about how that can help you, and more specifically we're talking about the club's interaction with the ground. Now you may well have heard, certainly recently, very much talking about using the bounce of the golf club, and this is absolutely key if we're to be successful, but also if we're to give ourselves the greatest margin for error. So basically using the bounce means that the sole of the club interacts with the turf as opposed to the leading edge. And when the leading edge interacts with the turf, we get a lot more interaction, we get a steeper approach, and that can really affect it. So what's this advice that we get given? Well, a lot of golfers will get told, especially on these short pitch shots, that they need to stay down. They need to keep their head down because that's going to guarantee the strike. It won't, I'm afraid. It's possibly going to do more harm than good. Keeping your head down is really only going to do a couple of things. It's going to limit how much you rotate your body, and it's going to limit how well we can utilize the golf club's bounce. So what would we like to do? Well, we'd like to actually use the body to help shallow the approach out. We'd actually like the grip of the golf club to be very, very fractionally moving upwards as it hits the ball. Now, I don't need to overthink about that because I don't want you to focus on that. But for that to happen, we need the shoulders to be rotating and we need the body to be working towards what we call extension. Those two things are going to help create a nice shallow approach, and it's going to mean that we get a much greater opportunity to strike the ball consistently well. Here's the drill. You're going to take an alignment stick and you're going to place it down behind your belt, such as this. And what this is going to do is it's going to represent how the body, what condition the body is in. So if I take my starting position, you can see how from the down the line camera there, the alignment stick is between my legs. And that's because I'm flexed forwards by some amount. For me to get that alignment stick pointing in front of my toes, I would need to extend my body a little bit more. Now you can see the alignment stick points more between my feet, and it's certainly not between my legs. So what are we looking to in the golf swing? Well, in the golf swing, we're looking to start in this flex position, but notice when I finish my golf swing, how the alignment stick is now pointing more out in front of me. So I'm in that more extended position that we were talking about earlier. I'm not still flexed forwards. Now the golfers who are trying to stay down are probably going to find that they stay in this flex position. And as we said, that means that they don't tend to rotate and they don't tend to work towards extension. The alignment stick is just a fantastic way of turning that drill into a very visual thing, a very simple thing to establish, am I in flexion or am I in extension? We would like to finish in a more extended position, as I am also facing the target. So you can see here that I've got my chest facing the target, my hips are facing the target, and my knees are pretty close to being touching. So that's what I would like you to feel when you're playing these pitch shots. Do not worry about keeping your head down because your arms are going to buckle. You're often going to struggle with the contact because you can't get that handle working correctly through the golf ball. Right, I suppose I'd better go and hit one. So this is, yeah, it's about 40 yards, I think. It's a tough one, a little bit of a false front. So I'm going to go a little bit left of the flag because I think it's going to go a little bit right when it lands. And really your feedback here is I'm looking to hit this shot without a divot. I don't want any kind of big divot that I've got to replace following this golf shot. Okay, there's my extension. I've actually gone a little bit more left than I intended, so not my best shot. However, that's a pretty good flight. It was nice and low, loads of spin, no divot. That was what I was after. So flexion, towards extension, that's good, as is rotation. And if we do those things, the head will rise, it will not stay down, and that is definitely going to help you with your contact and ultimately with your results. You'll probably even get better results than that one. Right, thank you for watching. Thank you to Aphrodite Hills for hosting me for a few days. Big thanks to Golf Breaks for making it all happen. Very much appreciated. And all the usual stuff is down below the video. That's the like button, that's the comments box, and that's the link to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Loads more videos coming each week.